On Thursday night, when the Minnesota Vikings trade down from 14 to 23 for a couple third rounders, thrown in a fourth round pick, Vikings fans in general were not very happy. There was so much offensive line talent on the board at 14, like Christian Darrisaw, like Elijah Vera-Tucker. And since it was with the Jets, it was just another chapter in the dumbest rivalry in sports history. Winner of this trade will have bragging rights, stupid bragging rights, because this rivalry is stupid, but whatever. But of course, in hindsight, it all worked out. Yeah, I like the people are like, you didn't even want this trade. No one wanted this trade at the time. Like, we were fine sticking and picking Darrisaw, but you getting him at 23 and you saving $2.5 million in guaranteed money helps with the salary cap, and you landed future franchise quarterback Kellen Mond at 66 and Wyatt Davis, no matter what, at 86, one of the more insane values in day two. Now, did Spielman luck out a little bit with the board breaking perfect again over and over? Yes, he absolutely did. Raiders easily could have took Darrisaw at 17 instead of Alex Leatherwood, and the Bucks easily could have taken Kellen Mond at 64 versus Kyle Trask, and Davis could have been scooped up along the way. But it worked out. It did. And now the initial knee-jerk reaction is, who won this trade? It's like draft grades. It's like, who won this trade? Grade it. And obviously we're a little bit biased here, but I think it's pretty one-sided. Yes, the Jets moved up and secured AVT, who's going to be phenomenal at left guard, left side of that line with Mekhi Becton is going to watch Zach Wilson's backside. I like it. But, I mean, I would have been okay if the Vikings would have just taken AVT with Darrisaw on board. I would have understood it. I wouldn't have agreed with it, but I would have understood it, having faith in Ezra Cleveland. So this is not about him. Again, all this criticism or all this, the Vikings won the trade, is not about AVT. Although I think that it was shocking that they traded up for him, that potentially could have gotten him at 23, their original pick in the first round. But, and if health was a non-issue, in a vacuum, I would have taken Wyatt Davis over AVT, especially based off of 2019 tape. I think Wyatt Davis is the better of the two players. And then pick 143, they traded to the Raiders for two later picks, and then the Raiders took Mizzou safety Tyree Gillespie. To me, Darrisaw is a tier 1 tackle in this draft. Would have been more than happy to take him at 14, but getting him at 23, wow. Absolute insane value. Kellen Mond is the wild card in all of this. If he becomes the future franchise quarterback of the Vikings, then this deal isn't even close. It's not close right now, but then it just becomes a landslide. Even if, God forbid, Darrisaw and Slater don't reach their potential, quarterback is still the most important position in all of team sports, aside from the 2020 Offensive Rookie of the Award. And also, Wyatt Davis, even though he may be slowed initially by the injury, once he's healed up, he easily could win the starting right guard spot for the Vikings. So the Vikings could have potentially drafted and secured 40% of the offensive line in this class, which they needed to do. So turning a position of weakness into absolute strength with the young guys all across the line, it's huge. Monsters for the Vikings. And all three of the linemen, AVT, Darrisaw, and Davis, are Pro Bowl capable and beyond. Plus, I love the upside of Mond. But 3 starters and future starters over 1? I think we know. I think we know that this deal is pretty much shaded towards the Vikings so far, and Rick Spielman came out like bandits. But now this just moves on to the players. Like, all of it is on them now. They have potential, which is great, and now they got to show it off in the league. And Darrisaw and Davis will have opportunities right away. Kellen Mond, give him a year, maybe 2, with Clint Kubiak and company behind Kirk Cousins, and then unleash him on the league. I think this potentially could be an historic draft class for the Vikings, and a potential historic trade with all the players involved. So we'll see what happens down the road. But your thoughts, who won the Vikings-Jets trade in your mind? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, pull something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.